Welcome to our last video, which is the 15th chapter of data handling. In this chapter, we will learn about tally marks, bar graph, pie diagram, and pictograph. Now, data handling is a way how we sort data consistently and efficiently. So, tally marks. So, let's learn about this way. It is useful in counting objects. Since we write them in groups of 5, the counting becomes easy. So first 4 tally marks are put as 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth tally mark is striked across. Suppose we have 11 items, so we'll write 4, 4, 4, 4, then strike 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, strike 5 and 1. So now let's do one tally mark sheet. So now we need to sort these. So suppose 32. Now 32 will come between 31 and 40. So we'll put a tally mark like that. That's how we're going to do. So 32, let's cross this and put it over here. 25, cross it and put it over here. 8 will be between 0 and 10. 11 will be between 11 and 20. 21 will be between 21 and 30. 12 will be from 11 to 20. 43 will be here. 45 again here. 22 will be over here. 35 40 will be over here, since it's 31 to 40. 7 will be in the first thing. 15, again another 15. And we have 33. So now, okay, 33 over here. 16. Now 16 is the fifth one, so we will cross it over here like this. 34, crossed. 46 will be in the last one. 37, first one. 42 here, and so on. We need to solve the whole thing. So now I'm doing it only for the first line and half of the second line. So suppose that those were the only numbers given, then this would be 2. So this is a number 2. This would be 5. So we'll write 5 here, 1 second. Five. Then the next one would be 3, because there are 3. Then next would be 6. And the last one would be 4. Now I have solved for only 1.5 line, but at home you can do the rest 3 lines. Now we'll learn about the second type, which is bar graph. Use the data gathered in assignment 1 and draw a bar graph to color appropriate height of each bar using different colors. Now as we had this data, when we will solve the whole thing, we will get certain numbers. Like suppose from 0 to 10 we will get maybe 16, from 31 to 40 we will get 20, and etc. So here we need to color till where it will come. So suppose now here it is 6. So 0 to 5, 6. And it falls in which category? It is 31 to 40. So this is the 31 to 40 category. And here is 6. So here till here. So we have to color this whole thing only till here, not more than that. If we color more than that, then it will be maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which would be wrong. So we'll only color till 6. 41 to 50 is 4. So 4 is one below than 5, which will be over here, a little down. Then next we have 21 to 30, which is 3. 21 to 30 is 3, so it's over here. Then we have 5 and 2. So this will be 5, which is already marked over here. 5 and 2 will be 1, 2, which is over here. So as you can see, we have to color all this. But when we do this, when we first complete this, we can fill it properly. Now pie diagrams. A pie diagram is also called a circle graph. In the following example, in a city, half the people can speak 2 languages. So if this is the full city, then this half will be 2 languages. 1/4 can speak 3 languages. So this is 1/4. 1/8 can speak 4 languages, and 1/8 of the people can speak only 1 language. So this is a pie diagram. Look at the pie diagram on the previous page and answer the following. So if the population of the city is 84000, then find how many people can speak 1 language, 3 languages, 2 languages and 4 languages. So the whole population is 84000. Now as we know, one language only 1/8 of the people speak. So then we will do 1/8 into 88400. We will do 1/8 into 8400. So now it's basically 84000 divided by 8. So that is equal to 84 divided by 8 will be 1500. Now 1500 people only speak 1 language. 4 languages is also the same thing. So 4 languages. Now 2 languages is half of the people. So when we do half, we will divide 84000 divided by 2. So 8440 divided by 2 is equal to 42000. 3 languages. Now 3 languages 1/4. So we have to divide 84000 by 4. Now 84000 divided by 2 is 121000. Now this is pictograph. We have already gained some knowledge about pictographs. Now we should proceed with some review and revision. Now this is a revision of pictograph as you've already done it in your previous grade. The following pictograph shows a number of students from different standards who participated in school competitions. Look at this and following the answer questions. Which standard has maximum participants? How many? So one picture represents 8 students. So here the maximum means the most is from standard 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there are 5 pictures and one picture represents 8. That means 40 students. So here we will write 7th standard, and 40 students. Form pairs of standards which have equal number of participants. So that will be 5 and 10. So grade 5 and 10. 5 and 10. Then we'll have, so 4 will be this, 8 and 9. 8 and 9. And the rest have unequal. This is 3 and this is 5. Find the total number of participants. Now here we will count everything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now 20 pictures and 20 into 8 is equal to 160. So the total number of participants is 160, sorry. Find the number of girl participants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 into 8 is equal to 56. So that means it's 56. Competitions are held in 3 groups. So 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. So find the number of participants in each group. First group is 5 and 6. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into 8 is equal to 40. This means in the first one there are 40. Second group, 6 and 7. Now as we know, here are 40 students, and 40 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 into 8 is 32. So 40 plus 32 is equal to 72. So here means in the second group there are 72 students. In the third group we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 into 8 is equal to 48. Now this is the second and third examples which you can do at home for homework. And this is a project which again you will do for homework. So with this we have finished our 15th chapter, which is data handling.